Okay, I think I'm done with the setup. I hope everyone's doing well this evening, all that are here, all that are not. I will move over to the scene real quick. Yeah, we are going to continue working on the little diorama models I am been working on for a little bit. We are close to finishing this guy fully. What's up, Clownfish? Good to see you here. All I have left to do with this guy, at least what I think I have left to do, is just work on his helmet. So, all I need to do for his helmet is hit it with a soft tone wash, and then I'm going to try and do the eyes. I want to do the wash first because I want the eyes to actually glow and kind of come through. So, I'll take my pain in the butt paperclip that I've been using this whole time and try my best at it. Excuse me. After that, we got to work on the blade guard. Like everything I did for that guy, I got to do to that guy. And that is going to be a bit. At least it feels like it's going to be a bit. Not really sure how well it'll turn out. I'm sure a lot better than I expect, though. But, how's everyone doing this evening? I know it's been like a day, like a full 24 hours since I've last streamed, but still, a lot can happen within 24 hours. So, I hope y'all are doing good. Not much is different with me since last time. Trying to think. Like, there's stuff I want to say, but like, do you guys need to like know about it yet? What's up, Shovel? Good to see you. What's up, AR? Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing well. Yesterday I tried to work on some YouTube short stuff. I'm gonna try getting like 5 shorts made before I upload again, and kind of stagger them so that by the time I need to make more, I'd at least be 2 ahead. Hopefully, knock on wood. Oh, nice. Always good to have a social life. I like to meet up with my friends as often as I can, because, you know, you really don't get to see all your friends as much the older you get, so to actually make time and hang out with everyone, it's perfect. It's like the best thing you can do. Plus, as much as like people say they're introverts and stuff like that, we still need some sort of social ability in our lives. No matter how... I'm trying to think of the right words. Don't know if I can come up with any of the right words currently, but I think you guys get the premise. I've been taking a lot of my time to go do fun things and things that I enjoy, and it's put behind a lot of other things I want to get done. So I almost need to like tell myself, hey, don't go out and do all this stuff. Or be better at managing my time. That's another thing I need to do. Yeah, it definitely can be. And that, having like a day home and all that stuff is good as well. Although within like the past couple years, at least for myself, I feel like I go crazy and that I've got nothing done if I stay home. So I end up having to like get out and about a lot more than I probably need to. I haven't seen it. Well, okay, I've seen clips, but I haven't actually watched it myself yet. It looks really cool. Also, welcome to Stream Van. I hope you're doing well this evening. I've seen clips. I really should watch it. It looks good. From what I've seen, there are hints at each of the Chaos Gods in there. The Emperor actually moves, some people say. And it shows off like the Tyranids, orcs a little bit. At least someone said like there's like Gork and Mork images in there. Like when it showed the warp stuff, it showed like outlines on the spectral forms of these things. So like showed like Gork and Mork and the hive mind and what could be the Chaos Gods. Excuse me. Which I think is really cool and very exciting stuff. Sit that right there. But I should watch it. Probably after stream I will watch it now. I haven't had the time or chance to really keep up with a lot of new 40k stuff, and it makes me feel like a fake fan a little bit, and I'm not I feel like I need to fix that. That, and then could I do red for the eyes? I mean, this is a very red model. What would be different? What's the oh no, I do yellow for First Company. So what's the opposite of yellow? Is the opposite of yellow green? No, you need yellow to make green. No. You know what would help if I actually pulled up a color wheel, and that would solve my thing. Okay. Oh, the opposite of yellow is purple. Or at least violet. Okay, that'd be interesting. Huh. That's going to be very interesting for these eyes. I like that. We'll definitely give it a try, but first things first. Need a little bit of this to go on the palette. Because I got a dry brush the helmet. Hold on. What's up, Francois, my fake Frenchman? How are you doing this evening? And just get that down a little bit. Perfect. It's another Wraith night for tomorrow's 5K game and got a tabletop standard. Nice. I wish I could see the images of this. But I understand your... Oh, I literally just peeled off the wash. That's not what I want. That tells me that wasn't fully on then. Or wasn't fully dry. Well, that's annoying. Okay, I guess we'll properly wait for you to actually be done then. With, drawing and all that. Okay, you can stay there then. You know, I told myself at the beginning of the week that I don't need to do a 40k game this week. I can do things at home and do my own stuff. But as soon as I was done saying that, I've tried to schedule games for myself for this weekend. And I'm like, no, you gotta do with some other stuff. I'm trying to get video stuff made, and I gotta actually take care of my apartment. Okay, while that dries, look at you. You already have all your base colors. I could say those are fine, but I can definitely add some actual acrylics and make them look better. The only one I really can't do that with is the black armor, because I have a hard time with black. Okay. So, well, that does that. We have that there. I need to add one to that palette. That should be good now. Okay, I took out my Regal, and I need... Yeah, we're going to focus on just all the blues. Use my 3 that I have, and go from there. What's up, Paint? Good to see you here. I hope you're doing well this evening. And let's keep on with this. I wish Blade Guard had a little bit more pose ability than what they currently come with. You're done. What? You're done with school? You're finally done with the school season? Nice. Now hopefully you get to actually enjoy your summer and soak up the warm weather if you live in a place that does get warm. And let's do that. Nice. Are Tyranids like a good counter for Dark Eldar? Is that why you brought the Tyranids? Or did you bring them because you wanted to make sure if you killed a Dark Eldar that besides their soul, their body was also gone? (15°C). Trying to think what that is in Fahrenheit. For some reason, I want to say that's like 30 degrees Fahrenheit, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong. So what sort of projects have everyone been working on recently? I know... Oh no, you played Dark Eldar. No, you played Dark Eldar and brought Nids. Oh, Leviathan half. Some other... Oh, you bought. Bought, not brought. Bought. Nice. Always like to get models for a good deal. I know you talked about that in the Discord a little bit. I've been trying to find like deals for some people and throw them in the Discord, but there's just not really a... $60 to $70 F. Yeah, like an F at the end for Fahrenheit and all that. Okay, AR, I'm jealous. Like, during the week for me, when I'm working, the weather's nice, but then on these past weekends, the weather's been kind of meh. Like, rainy and not the best, and I've been, traveling out and about during it, so I'm not actually able to enjoy the weather. At the moment, trying to sculpt the Wraith Knight hand around the neck of a parasite of Mortrax. Oh yeah, that's the Tyranid model. Wow, that is quite a size difference because I have that model too. God, Wraith Knights are... No joke. Yeah, Wraith Knights are the size of actual... like, they're a little bit taller than not 40k. Imperial Knights, I believe. Yo, can you share some of that luck with us? That'd be really nice, thanks. Snatch from the air, yeah, it's a big difference. Ooh, I want to see that so bad. That sounds so cool. About the same. Okay. About the same size. Yeah, because, like, every faction has like an Imperial Knight equivalent. I don't know where all my luck is. I'm kind of like missing all my luck. It's not in my games. I don't know where it is. Is it in my personal life? Maybe. Or maybe I don't have any. That's okay. The Tyranids don't? I feel like a Biotitan is meant to be the equivalent of a... Yeah, they're meant to be the equivalent of a Titan. Okay, so Tyranids have a small Knight model. Not much, Ando. Just me painting. Well, you only won a single game of Kill Team out of 10 plus you played recently, and you win some, you lose some. Yeah. But the bigger question is, did you have fun? Did you have fun playing those games? That is going to be my question. I think that is literally it for that dark blue color. Is it actually? Oh, no! What was the name of it? Because now I want to look it up. Ooh, I've seen a model that I want to run as my Biotitan because I don't like the look of the actual Biotitan. The Democron? Or the the Dimicron? Interesting. It comes in waves. It's okay not to be in a very big nerdy mood. Okay, we are gonna look that up. Biotitan Lictor. Oh, that gets me excited. That gets me excited right there, boys. And girls, whoever's out there. I don't judge. That looks so cool. They got rid of it? Why? Run like one of those and a couple Norns as like armatures and a bunch of little bugs. And then you're good. God, that looks so cool. They took it away and replaced it with the Norns? Okay. I guess that's fine. I like the Norn, so I will let it slide. You know, I will say, with the weather getting nicer, we really shouldn't be stuck inside doing this hobby stuff too much. Because it is good to go outside and touch grass. It is good for the mind, body, and soul. Actually, for the first time in quite a while yesterday, I took my shoes off at work and actually touched grass physically with my feet. And I'm like, I feel instantly better. I don't know what it was. It's just touching grass actually felt good. Like, touching with my hands didn't matter. Actually touching with my feet, I felt better. Okay, you know what? I did not know that, Paint. I did not know that. I'm just putting myself in this situation and saying, like, we need to spend more time outside. Honestly, the NIDS update was like 90% refreshes or replacements for previous units. Okay. I could do some work in my garden. That is, I think, my plan this weekend, or one of my days that I don't need to stream. Although, when I get done with work, I have no motivation to go work in a garden. I'm like, I'm tired. I want to go home and paint. Just ate the ground for pallet. You know what? You know what I think is healthier for you than eating the physical ground? Eat a potato. I hate that. That is not a thing. I'm not okay with that, Francois. I need to plant my vegetable garden for the season. I haven't done rhubarb. Rhubarb's not a vegetable that I have interest in eating. I've never had it before, period, though, so I can't really say if it's, like, good or not. It's just not something that I'm interested in trying. Rhubarb just grows. Yeah, it does. Please tell me this is still... Or do I need to mix more together? I think I need to mix more of this stuff together. I need to, like, take these two and just kind of put it elsewhere. There we go. I do apologize for those that are here and cannot see what I'm doing or all that. I'm doing well, Coffee. I worked in other people's gardens all day. I got home, I made some eat, and then I realized, oh crap, it's almost 8 o'clock, and I said I was going to stream at 7. And then now I'm here. What's up, Roasted Dinner? Good to see you here. Also got strawberries, raspberries, kale, apple, apricots, pacho or no? What is pacho? For some reason, I feel like I want to change it to like bok choy, but I know that's not what it is. Also, all that sounds like really good stuff for a pie right now. Ooh, that's good to hear. Because I want to build the Nemesis unit soon for Kill Team. I'm thinking maybe I'll do a video and I'll like name it, oh, Kill Team Tuesday, and we build the Nemesis claws. And I will try to run it in a game sometime soon. Oh, I understand that anything can be the Nemesis unit, but since I have the Combat Patrol for Night Lords and the actual Kill Team, I'm going to run them as their actual thing. Although, I don't know what I want to paint the Night Lords as. Like, I'm tempted to do the actual Night Lord color scheme, but I also like doing my own little thing. I almost want to paint them, like, more purple. Good night, AR. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I hope you have a good day tomorrow. I want the Red Terror as well. I think it'd be so much fun. I love the way it looks. I want one just because for its uniqueness. Alpha Legion? No. No Alpha Legion here. Although maybe. Oh, crap. Now you made me want to paint Night Lords teal. I want to do teal Night Lords now. But that's for my sisters. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, I had an idea. So, I was sitting at the desk yesterday painting up this intercessor for a short. And I had this guy sitting on my shelf beside. And I'm like, wow, I really want to paint a model that, like, gold and blue and all that. And I really want to do that. I have that for my Custodes. Maybe I should just paint my Custodes because it's been a while since I've updated them. But now, I want to do Night Lords with a gold armor, but like a secondary color. And I don't know what the secondary color should be. I was thinking blue, but I already do it for my Custodes. AR, I will take away your biomass. Give us the Red Terror. I should paint him gold and red. I probably should. Red's not usually a color I like. I could do green. That's something in my army I don't have enough of. I don't have a unit that's green yet. Anyway, about the Nemesis, they need to be nerfed. If you have a small one with the Death Watch kill team, it's basically unfair, and you destroyed your opponent because of that. Make them piss yellow color? No, I don't want to make the piss lords. That's terrible. What if I did like green and purple? We had fun kit bashing up some kit-bashing a Venerable Dreadnought model with a custom Dreadnought for buff Space Wolf army. I want to see that coffee. If you ever get one finished, please send that to me. I think that's awesome. It actually crossed my mind to like maybe paint up some models as like VTubers. That would be fun. I think that'd be really cool to see. Whizlords! Oh, Whizlords! What's up, Swiggity? You just came in about us talking about piss. I think that's perfect. I don't know much about our community, so that goes over my head coffee. I do apologize. I should probably look that up. Well, you're never seeing that many again. Adeptus, Arbites, our British police, and call them as... I'm playing those Night Lords. Ooh. Wait a minute. I'm gonna go up for a second because I feel like I missed some stuff and I don't want to miss anything. Attempt to do that. Anyway, to show how overpowered the unit in Kill Team is, you can have 4 saving on 3s. You can have 2 heavy weapons, and does 7-8 damage brutal and 5 hits, 6-7 damage piercing. Ooh. Do it! Do it, Ando! You never know, someone might be interested in doing it. You know, I looked at some plants today and I'm like, I should send a picture of this to Ando to be like, hey, paint this as a Tyranid. Paint me as a Nid? Maybe. I mean, that would be an interesting color scheme. Me as a Tyranid. Only doing swamp. Okay. Okay. Do do do. You know what I do like about having a black painted model? Is that if I touch anywhere on the armor and the paint rubs off, it's just black underneath. So it's fine if a little bit of paint comes off the model. It's an easy fix. Like, no one would ever even notice. I think that's a little brighter. I don't know though. Might not be. You're fine for now. You're fine until I send the gators. Which I will say, I still want an alligator as a pet. Oh! That's something I can bring up. So, where I live, there's a critter called a bobcat. Well, good night, Paint. It was good to chat with you for a little bit. I will keep in contact with you. Oh. You sent me a Tyranid. Oh. Oh. That's a cool Tyranid. I like that. Ooh, that's a cool 3D print roast. So I just happened to pop into all that. That is an interesting D&D party. Okay. To quickly kind of tell my story, and all that. So, where I live, there's a critter called a bobcat. It is the size, it's bigger than a cat. They get about 2 to 3 feet long. End of the day, we're going and emptying out the back of the truck of all this plant material that we did out of these gardens. And we look over and there's this brown object just like on the ground around something else that's brown. As we get closer, we realize it's a bobcat trying to kill a groundhog. It's around the groundhog's neck. And the thing doesn't know like we're there. Like we're sitting in a truck and all that stuff. So I mean, we drive slow because I don't want to run over either one of them. I don't want to run over a bobcat trying to get food, and I don't want to disturb it because, you know, nature is beautiful but also crazy. So we get close enough, and it does decide to run, but it's still, like, carrying this groundhog. And it will not leave the thing alone. I want to get a closer look. I realized in that second, I am the, and fully pardon my French here, I'm the dumbass that would get mauled by a bobcat. Because I want to get closer to it, get a better look, and then I'm going to get my ass mauled because I won't leave the damn thing alone. I'm like, I know better. I know this is not what you're supposed to do, but I want to do it anyways because it's a cat. I want to see the cat. So, anyway, I think it got its meal. Don't know. As we drove away, it like ran away, hid under a tree, panting because it was like 90 degrees. So yeah, and I'm like, I need to be smarter because I know better. Why the hell would I want to do this? Okay, I'm listening. You got me intrigued. Hi, Roy. What you doing, bud? I guess that cat was your little guardian angel. Rory! What is up, my bean? What is up? You being a good boy? Yeah. What? 200-pound mountain lion. Yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you. I mean, the likeliness of a mountain lion actually attacking a person, it's never zero, but I know it's not as high as I think it would be. But it's still like that's definitely a scary thing. I did not take a picture. I looked at some plants and was like, oh, I should send this to, like, I should tag Ando and send it to it, but I never did. I think, well, it's probably higher because we're, like, just about the right size for something that they would hunt. But also, like, our homes and our cities do encroach on their natural living space. They don't really have a lot of areas they can go to even live. I think there's a video of, like, a woman, or it might have been a man, like, leaving to getting ready for the day. And you can see two camera angles. One is... One second. One is, like, you can see the mountain lion, like, on the other side of, like, the bush. And then, like, the guy's coming the other direction. And then as he walks out, he's not paying attention. He looks and he sees the cat. And they both go running in separate directions. Maybe. I mean, it was on a job, and I don't know if I'm going back to that place anytime soon. I think I also heard that, like, we don't really taste that good either. Like, if they do get us, we're not really, like, a very tasty meal. we're also not very, as you said, like, I mean, yeah, we're still, like, some calories, but we're not, like, a lot of calories. We might be, like, more stringy than anything else. Probably. Yeah, that's kind of the sad part of, like, people going missing. And listen, you need to be safe and smart within the woods and all that stuff, just in general. And I'm trying to think, like, the right words I want to say here. Freak accidents happen no matter what. It doesn't matter if you are in the woods or not. But try to be smart. For some reason, I want to bring it to mountain lion stuff. Like, yes, it's a possibility that it is, like, a mountain lion might have attacked someone, and it's not reported because we never found the body. I think animals are a lot smarter than humans actually give them credit for. Like, we like to think we're better because we can actually communicate with other animals can't communicate with each other, but because we think higher, we can express ideas, we can do all this stuff. We like to think that we're better that way, that we have all this stuff that we made and created, that we're better than the things around us, when in reality we're not. We just so happen to stumble into this, like, weird stuff that we created. That is very true. You don't think if the animals had the ability to make the Power Rangers that they wouldn't try? Mountain lions attack elks. We are nowhere near as strong or dangerous as elks. Yeah, we're not. I mean, guns is one thing. Would I say if I want to hike, would I want a gun? Yes. But I also carry other things when I'm hiking, in case, like, getting to a gun isn't feasible at the moment. Like, that's why they make bear spray. Like, in the amount of time to, like, pull out a gun and get a couple shots off, you might not actually stop the bear. As if you do bear spray, it is literally just pepper spray for bears. That attacks their eyes, their noses. That is a whole deterrent. It's kind of like the skunk spray. No, I was thinking it is on like your hip and holster, just pulling it out, and then like, okay, you get one or the loud noise and stuff should scare off an animal. But if it is charging at you, and you get like hit a few times with a bullet, it will keep going. As I feel like being, if I got sprayed in the face with like a hot, spicy, like gas, I'm gonna stop and run the other way. Will I still stop and run the other way from like a firearm? Yes. I'm saying have multiple options. Yeah, polar bears are the exception. Polar bears are... They'll smell you way before they even see you. I will say, even though I do own a firearm, I don't usually take it hiking with me. Should I? Yes. But also a lot of times, if I'm openly carrying it, I think about the other people around me, and I don't want to make them uncomfortable by seeing it. So I usually end up taking other things than like a firearm with me. No, I don't disagree with that. It's just... Usually when I go hiking, I don't go by myself either. So that's a bit of a plus. I also... I know where it is currently. Or I know its location. But I don't know where exactly it is. So that's also why I don't take one. But I also don't live in a state that supposedly doesn't have mountain lions. Doesn't. People have been reporting for a while that there are some in my state. But people will deny that it is a creature here. I will say the biggest time people go hunting is during the fall where I live. Like, fall hunting is a very large thing here. Slowly mixing the colors together until you get the color you're looking for. Like, go from dark blue and build it up to a cyan. Oh, you're trying to make dark blue in the cyan itself. Oh. I don't know there. You can try white. You're just going to get more of a lighter blue. Yeah, I do remember seeing that one as well, Coffee. That was a really cool comic. I like that one quite a bit. I will say us Americans have really lost the plot in our Pursuit Predator ability. But we've also found a more efficient way to get calories than chase things down, so... I think another... Aren't, like, wolves also considered pursuit predators? But they're pursuit predators because they can keep switching as a pack back and forth. Like, okay, these couple run for a little bit while these one behind jog. Then when those get tired, the ones that have been resting for a bit, or keeping up but not, like, as fast, then switch to being the faster ones and all that. There, Francois has helped you, Ando. I mean, stamina is a thing that you build up, I will say. Although the low blood sugar and stuff like that, that is a problem. There's one guy on Instagram that I follow, and he is a dog. He specializes in like dog archaeology and all that. I don't know his name, but he's like showing the theories on how like we might have tamed wolves in the dogs. Which, talking about dogs, I got mine in my office right now. He is chilling, sleeping, saving his energy for when he decides to go hunting. Like that ever happens. Huh. Well, they're all a part of the canine family. I'm not sure how it fully branches out, but like they're a part of the same family, which is canine, and then they branch off from there as different ones. I feel like dog cat's like the really broad one. No, foxes are not canine? Really? I thought they were. You just said that all are actually foxes. Oh, they're Vulpin. Oh, yeah. I think I can just go straight up to the next color that I need, which is just the Regal. And that is the highest for the lower section I'm going. And then it'll be the base color for everything above the waist. And from there, I'm going to use Regal as the, well, as I said, base, and then mix in my brighter blue for the top. Oh, okay. Swiggity, you're explaining this, and my first thought is I really hope you have someone with you when this happens. So there's someone there to help. What's up, Eternal? Hope you're doing well. It sounds horrifying. It's a form of, like, well, yeah, no, it sounds like a form of paralysis. Good night, Coffee. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Hopefully we'll see you in the future. I mean, are you prone to, like, low blood sugar? Like, it randomly sounds like a form of diabetes. What's up, Dorzo? Hope you're doing well, man. I do have teeth. I have really small, tiny teeth. Like most salamanders and other amphibians, we do have teeth. Out of principle, you don't run. Interesting. Ooh, that's pre-diabetes? Oh. That's good to know. I will now sit here and think about all the times I've had that because I've overeaten. And now I will question if I am on the cusp of having diabetes or not. And worry more about my health than I already do. Thank you, Francois. I needed this today. Because I started late, I'm going to try going to 10:30. But, we'll see how I feel. I'd like to finish up some stuff finish up some video stuff and all that that I was working on yesterday for the channel. At least making content. Why'd I get... Oh yeah, Coffee sent something in the Discord. Boop. Ugh. That is a cool model coffee. I know you're not currently here, but... I am distracting myself. I need to get back to painting. You are Krieg. You are becoming what you truly are meant to be. And that is Krieg. Did you find a paint scheme you were happy with? Because I know you were very unhappy with one of your models because it didn't turn out the way you hoped. Nice, that's good to hear. See, 20 hours later, you're gonna realize this was not a simple paint scheme. I gotta find a way to get you guys some better quality video stream stuff. Like, get the quality of stream looking better. Probably move away from what I got. Oh, you said earlier your chicken was, like, smoky tasting. Is it possible that they, like, used either liquid smoke or had it smoked and then fried before you got it? These long pauses in between the video worry me. Okay, there we go. As soon as I looked at it, it like started playing again. I grabbed a beer for the first time in a while today. Grabbed like a Sam Adam like porch rocker. Was not expecting how fruity it was. Was not really what I was in the mood for, but I'm not really a beer drinker to begin with. It was just I got done with work and I was scrolling through Instagram and like Sam Adams made a bunch of beers for the 250th anniversary of like the United States. A bunch of like old recipe style beers to show how the US, well, how beer has come from like the past 250 years. And I'm like, yeah, no duh, beer's different than what it was back then. We've come a very long way, but now you got me in the mood for an actual, like, want to try some of this stuff. The rhythm of speaking lined up perfectly with the song. Really? Oh. That's an interesting color scheme. Well, I hope my music I am playing doesn't interrupt the music you're listening to there, Swiggity. But I'm glad it lined up perfectly the way you wanted it to. It was the sniper thing from TF2. Nice. I haven't played TF2 in so long. I just realized he's missing his little, weird, like, halo thing on his backpack. Yeah, it turns out I have diabetes, found out by Francois here. You know, I'll say if people prefer that I don't have music, I am certainly okay with getting rid of the music and people can listen to whatever they want while I stream. I know I have a song request section on the Discord and I need to listen to the music you guys send and find a way to then play it on stream that I won't get copyrighted. Francois, what? What the... Why? Why are you obsessed with this? I honestly... I don't... Okay, good. So that's the main thing. People don't stay for the voice. They stay for the music. I am glad for that. To be honest, I don't think I could handle... Like... I don't like the dead air either on stream. Hold on, I gotta mute for a sec. I don't like streaming without some sort of background noise. Because if I get silent, I stay too silent. If it's just me talking, it doesn't really work. I will admit the music sometimes does distract me. Sometimes I'm able to keep my thoughts together, sometimes I'm not. It doesn't distract me from painting, it distracts me from talking. I've done that too, and I've had to literally just put the phone away, turn on my computer, and just play whatever I have, like, as music-wise, or a live stream, or someone else doing stuff. That's how I, like, get through it. Like yesterday, there was like a 10-minute song I played like 3 times while painting that intercessor. I know you guys can't see him, but he's like there. We'll be gone in 30 minutes, so don't worry. Okay. Now that I have... gotta do a little bit of a touch-up. Yes, I'm working on a Blade Guard Vet currently. Earlier we were working on this Red Corsairs Reaver Captain. But yeah, I'm doing a little diorama there. Or here, is it Atrox? Atrox? Might be something different, but I hope you find that red that you're looking for. But yeah, there's a little like art competition that I got invited to. I took part in last year, and I'm deciding to take part again this year. Hopefully, I can finish this piece in time. I have until the 30th of this month, and I've known since April. Oh no, no. I don't like the idea of painting diabetes. It should be fine. I know there's much more skilled painters than me out there taking part. I'll bring both these up so you guys can see the quality a little bit better. We spent the last 3 or 4 diorama streams getting this guy all together. I posted updates on Instagram about where this guy's at, and also in the Discord after stream. I post up what this guy looks like, just because I know the quality isn't the best here on stream, and I want to eventually get the quality up better for you guys. I actually need... Now I think this is dry enough that I can go in and dry brush that. Ooh, that sounds really cool. I agree. I agree they do. The very first time I took part in one, I put my whole back into making a model. And at the time, it was the best I could possibly do. No, it's still too wet. It's either lilac or lavender. Sometimes mint. Depends on my mood. And garlic. There, I give you 4. We are going to quickly dry brush this. I'm glad you like it. I've had to pull so much of it today out of a garden. I think that's fine. Lily of the Valley are cool. They're a very nice plant. I understand why people like them. Come on. But they grow very fast. I've never tried potato salad, nor am I going to, because I don't like mayonnaise. I know my parents will eat it and stuff like that. I'm sure it's good, like, if you actually try it. It's just like... I think a lot of people make bad potato salads. No, never tried it, nor do I want to. I do not like the way it looks. I love cooking, but I am a weird picky eater. Excuse me. Oh, sorry, bro. You're okay. You're okay, bud. You stay right there. Yes, you keep being a good boy. You be a good boy. Huh? Yes, Beanie. You good Beanie. Okay, so something I wanted to show off was the very first, like my first time doing a painting competition. This is what I submitted, or it's what I made, and then I had to like add more to it because I realized that. But this was my very first attempt at doing a art competition piece. This part is oh, wrong pipe. This part's magneted, so I'm not too worried about all that. I know the quality you probably can't see too well, but I spent a very long time on this guy. And this is where I learned to love, or where I fell in love with the maybe Ando, maybe it is. This is where I learned that I love the captain with relic shield. At least this one. This is such a cool model. See, this was before I had texture paste. So now, yes. I did see the new captain with relic shield. Not the biggest fan of his shield because, personally, this is a way cooler shield than that one. But I do like that model. I like the pose. I think it will go well. I don't know if he's going to become a part of my chapter or if I'm going to start a new chapter and make that be a captain for it. Oh, so I'm gonna do a little like timeline thing for myself. So this was like the pinnacle where it was about like a year ago. And then like a half year later, I made this guy to be an upgrade from this guy. So I went from this to this. I think out of the two, this guy's better, just slightly compared to him. And now, from this guy, I think this guy looks better. I think out of the two, this guy looks slightly better. There's some mistakes I did make here, but there's some parts that definitely work. And I'm hoping that this will also be better than my other models and all that. So, staying focused. I now need... So I went from Deep Ocean Blue was that dark blue I used on the bottom half, mixing in Regal Blue. And now I've used Regal Blue on the top half up. I'm now going to mix in Crystal Blue as my final little paint to kind of be that little bright spot that I need. None of this Crystal Blue is going on the lower half. It's just going on the top half. I have... Why is this so silent? Okay, I got scared for a second. I don't have any half open left over. I have the regular head, and then I have the helmet head. I should get another one. I'm sure I could order one. I do have this guy that at some point I want to paint up. I did not paint this. I bought this off of eBay. And I'm going to do it in my chapter color still. I'm not going to touch the armor as much as I possibly can. But the other little bits I definitely will. But yeah, this is like... I want to do this with my guys' base a lot more. Because this looks really cool. I want to get good with like an airbrush and do that dirty bottom look and all that stuff. I think it looks so good. And Swiggity, you now make me want to buy another Captain with Relic Shield. Not that I need another one, but I want one. It is my #1 favorite model. Oh! No, I have one. I have a cheap, like, $20 one I bought off of eBay. Maybe I did? I will double check. I gotta go up and see where there's a Defiler. Oh! Oh, it is Aatrox. Okay, it's been a while since I've seen your name. I was so, like, I think I recognize the name or not. How are you doing, Aatrox? That's a cool base. You got a lot of little bits down there below. And I noticed the little dragon skull, demon skull you threw on there. I like that. That's a good touch. Defilers are a... How do I want to word this? Good. Good. I'm glad he's looking bad. Okay. I was going to say, it is a crappy model to play against. That's what I wanted to say. It is an amazing model for Chaos Space Marines. I know GW is not going to do anything with it for 10th edition. Like, they're not going to change the stats. They're not going to do any of that stuff. Because they're changing to a new edition within, like, 2 weeks. So why the hell are they going to do anything with it? I've played against a Defiler 3 times now, and it is the bane of my existence. It is such a cool model, but damn! It is such a pain to fight against. I would love it just to be slightly nerfed for the people that that will still play 10th for a while. Because you know, if people are going to be playing 10th, they're still going to be playing 10th for like a little bit. They are fully going to use that Defiler in their list. And it's... Like, why wouldn't you? I think... Like this flesh, or are you asking... Okay, do you want servitor flesh color, or do you want my actual flesh color? Francois, I don't disagree. I've been trying to develop my actual painting skills. But I think it's good to have a full, like, was it like diverse set. I think using an airbrush for doing the zenithal highlight, all that stuff. Ooh. I don't know off the top of my head what the chroma color is for it. It's probably similar to... It's probably similar to, like... it's not close to crystal blue. It's a little bit more on that, like... It's similar to magic blue. It's similar to, like, this magic blue. You could be experiencing the messages that are sending in, a Discord. Like, when people send messages, sometimes it will just, like, make a noise. I've been, confused by that a few times. And just add a little bit of like that. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, when I'm on my phone, it will give me, like, notifications about some Discord's messages, and some it won't. Hey, would you guys be fine if I, like, step away for a little bit, just let the dog out and all that? I'm assuming you guys can be adults for a little bit. Okay. I will leave this here. And I will be right back. Actually, do you want this or the BRB screen? Probably the BRB screen might be better. We're going to move over to that. Okay, I'm back. The boy is good now. We are going to move here. No one's becoming biomass on my watch. Okay. We are good. He's still in the oven? What is he doing in the oven? He can't survive in the oven. Nice, Grim. Also, welcome. Good to see you here. Oh, that goes away. I hope you're doing well, my guy. I know you had it a little bit rough for a bit. I was kind of concerned with some comments you made on one of the streams after I was done with it. I hope whatever you're going through, it's a little bit better now. You survive and you commit war crimes. Hopefully they are in Warhammer. And not in real life. Because we don't need people committing war crimes here in real life. The government does that enough. You know what, Ando? I like that. I like that idea. Or, what if I'm in like a little Ripper onesie? Will that also do? Just being in a little Ripper Swarm onesie? I like the idea, so I'm calling it a good idea. Okay, Grim, I hope you win. Best of luck. Okay, let's mix in a little bit more of that lighter blue for the next layer. You know, Ando, I've been thinking about playing my Tyranids again a little bit. I'm like, they're the one, besides besides the Guard, they are the army that has the least amount of love. They need some serious upgrades in TLC. I think I gotta go through and work on their color scheme and stuff. I've been just playing the Space Marine so much. Oh no! I've been playing the Space Marine so much that I kind of should play something different for a little bit. Not that I have a fully finished Space Marine army. Although I am going to take part in that Dagmire campaign that GW is doing. I'm going to take part in that. I'm going to try and get as many games in as possible. At the very minimum, I'm going to get 4 in. I'm not sure. I think it'd be really cool if I can actually have, like, the Executioners of the Abyss be in an official, like, Warhammer lore thing. You'd be like, oh yeah, the Executioners of the Abyss showed up and did this. They'd be like, that would make my day. No, that would make my year. Being like, yeah, my army is officially in. Oh, so with the launch of 11th edition, and they are doing the launch box, Warhammer is having players that buy the Armageddon box get a code to join a narrative event, I believe is what it is, that will be for the fate of a hive city called Dagmire or something like that. It's for 4 different parts of the hive city, and it's going to go on from June 22nd until like July 13th, something like that. It's for like 4 weeks, so each week it's a different section of the hive city. And with that code, you're taking part and you're fighting in, I think you're taking like your faction, whatever you are, and you're fighting, trying to decide the fate. Oh, well, happy early birthday then. I'm going to just say that first. I think it'd be kind of cool. So, once I have the code, because I am not on my official Warhammer store, although now I'm tempted to actually get it. Yeah, I think that's the cool part. Like, if not that they would end up in a magazine or anything, but I think it'd be really cool to have my chapter like in an official Warhammer thing. I mean, I think they should have it open for like other factions to take place, because this is on Armageddon and all that. So there definitely should be some like chaos or like other Xenos besides orcs on there. Like the Tyranids could show up. Welcome back, Eternal. Why does their lore not allow them to go to this hive world? I'm curious. Do they avoid okay, we are going to keep the music silent while an ad will come on. And then Yeah, but I mean, they could send in like High Fleet Kronos to deal with like all the warp stuff, so. How many Necrons do you need to paint Eternal? Like, what is your point total you're going here? Let's add in a little bit more white. I think this will be the... not white, it's a light blue. Duh. This might be the final one I can do, because we go to the actual... Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of points to paint. I wish you luck, good sir. Oh, my... If I could physically salute you with this model, I would. Wow. Why do you guys have so many points of stuff to paint? Just, like, break it down into smaller piles. I mean, I know I'm doing 2 models right here, but I got a 2,000 point list that I gotta do, and I'm most of the way done with that. Okay. Yeah, I've done that. Why not make it like this weekend? Just do that this weekend. You can build them all in one day, prime them all silver, and then paint them like the next day, and then you're done. Listen, you can say no, but you know I'm right. Much more complicated process painting your Necrons. Okay. Well, all I'll say is you'll keep saying one day, and then one day will never come, and you'll just keep having all your models there with, like, nothing done. Holy crap, the difference on this. Wish I could actually... I'm gonna bring this up closer. I don't know if you guys can tell. Can you see the actual difference between the bottom and top in color? Not really. This adds such like a... Like down here, the lighting and everything just looks so bad. Oh. But damn, in person, this looks so nice. I think, and I've probably said this before, and I always forget about it, regular everyday troopers, I'm going to paint as simple as possible. Like, I honestly I can do this guy all in speed paint and been done. But I think when it comes to, like, characters, sergeants and characters, I'm going to go and do, like, what I'm doing here, which is a lot of different colors put together. Ooh, that is a lot of steps. That is a huge amount of steps, my guy. Okay. Well, here's the problem. Now that I got all that, I now got to repeat it on these arms and shoulders. Oh. I should have been doing all this blue in like one go. You know, I still got this dark one, so I can at least pull that and do that for this bottom half. Yeah, I'll go about there for the dark part of it. Huh, that's an interesting paint scheme, sweetie. And here. And you know, I'm very happy with myself. I've come a very long way in my painting journey. I remember sitting down and painting my very first models. And at the time, I remember trying to actually film them. And I was going to put them on YouTube and all that stuff. And I'm like, I never got around to it. Because I couldn't ever figure out how to actually get the video onto my computer, or it never made it look good. But now I'm like sitting here at my desk worrying about the color value that I'm putting on models and the mixture and the layers and all that stuff. I almost wish I could sit down with me when he first got into this and be like, hey, you know that level of painting that you really want to do? Like, at the very beginning, how you want to be this really cool and amazing painter? You will get there. Just keep painting. Take that time. Keep throwing down that paint on models, and Give yourself about 2 years and you will be jealous of yourself. And then I probably should. I mean, I have a wet palette that I could do glazing on, but I mean, I'm going to show you guys the wet palette. This is what it looks like right now. I apologize about all the color mixture splotch stuff. The paint's probably a little bit too thick that I am putting on currently. Like, there's not enough water to really thin it down. But I also know whenever I have water on here, it does make it too thin. Yeah, post them. Post them in the Discord. I am happy to look at any tips and stuff. I will pop over to Discord now and look at what you sent, Ando. That's so cute! I wasn't expecting the purple at all. Oh, the hot potato thing. I think he looks really good. I probably would have not done the purple. And, done like orange spots on the carapace or something like that for the orange spots on my back and stuff, but other than that, I think he looks really good. Oh no. You've given me homework. But it is homework I asked for, so I will certainly watch it. No. No. God, now besides mouse, I want to make the little Ripper Swarm on stream, like a little drawing of it. No. See, me and Bug Swamp, we fully have an understanding. I appreciate the tip and all that stuff. Oh, like I was going to say earlier, I initially wanted to start doing Warhammer on my YouTube channel to kind of show, like, a progression. Like, it wasn't just going to be Warhammer. It was going to be, well, it still is going to be other things that I'm going to paint and all that. Like, other hobbies I'm into. And I wanted it to be a little, what's the word? I need my Regal Blue out. Anyway, I wanted this channel to be like a little time capsule for me, for where I could see, like, the quality of my work improve and change, all that stuff. Yeah, practice is key. Honestly, I know the quality's not the best on this channel, and I'll keep saying it. I know the quality's not the best, and I will keep saying till the day I die. At least until I improve it. But if you go to like my very first streams, and then how I used to paint, and then you go to now, it is very different. Hell, even on Instagram or stuff like that, to where I was painting to where I am now, is a very big difference. When I first got into this hobby, and I've said this before, I would get home from work and I would spend a full week working on one model to get it to the level that I want it to be. And I would keep practicing on one model at a time. And now, not to where I want it to be, but I can get models done relatively quick for where I used, or what I used to be. I know this is so clogged up. Like, my first actual good model I had as my profile picture on Instagram for a while. And now my current one is my old librarian that I used to do. Or that I had. Now that guy's stripped and is currently sitting on the desk waiting to be improved upon. Which he definitely needs some work. I should probably do that soon. Actually, talking about librarians, I'm really excited for that new librarian model that's going to be coming out. That guy looks so good. I think that's an awesome librarian. Even though I do like the sword for a librarian and all that, I think that new pose that they're doing is like chef's kiss. Showing off the raw psychic power and stuff that they have. I will take a look at it in just a moment. That looks similar to like what I try to do. Huh. Like I wouldn't, I mean some parts yeah are definitely rough, but I wouldn't call that bad. I'm gonna give myself a bloody nose if I blow any harder. This is what I need. Set that dude there, and now I need this because we're gonna move up in this guy's brightness for blues. Yeah. Oh, I fully believe it. I fully believe that's the one that helped you improved quite a bit, and I will watch it. Like, I fully promise that I will watch it by... I don't want to say next stream, just in case I don't. But by this weekend. By the end of this weekend, I will have watched it. Oh. So the Patreon had a bunch of tips and stuff, like how to paint a little bit better and all that. Trying to get this. Okay, there we go. We'll call that the highest point that I can get to. Oh, I know paint's not here, but Eternal. In the Discord, and I'm going to assume you know the one I'm talking about. Let me know if you read the thing I sent earlier. And just communicate with me back and forth about all that stuff. Well, good night, Ando. Tuck in those Ripper Swarms and enjoy the rest of your evening. You have a gas mask but it doesn't work because it has lead? Like actual lead in it? The 1970s. I'm concerned where you found that to begin with. you got from military surplus. You know what? That makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's mix in a little bit more Regal. This might be the next color that I really need. Ooh, if I don't... Oh. Well, thank you, Hobby. I am trying my best. Also, welcome to stream. I'm actually doing this guy for a little art competition. I wish I could have the quality be a bit better for you to see, but I'm working on this Blade Guard Vet and this Reaver Captain are in a diorama that I'm painting up. The premise is a duel, so I'm having this Blade Guard fight this Reaver Captain. And the two of them are in a duel to the death. Sweetie, a very easy way to answer that is just click on their profile and then go to their channel and see what they have going on. I've done that with a few of you guys here, Element. I've clicked on your profiles and checked out what your channels are like during stream. I can. No worries, I understand the drop-down view. I like to focus on your... Yeah, I'm using my iPhone, my actual personal phone, and like a secondary app. So... it's like sending a wireless signal to my computer to upload this. Wait, do you two know each other? I need my headset to actually stay on my head. Oh! We have to check out your channel then. But, hey, I'm glad you popped in and wanted to check out what I had going on here. Okay, I think that is good there. I'll move over to this part. If I do stream tomorrow, I think tomorrow I might do a gaming stream. I'm not sure though. I really want to play Thank Goodness You're Here. And I think that would be kind of fun to do. But I don't have a thumbnail for that. So I probably should wait, make a thumbnail, and then stream it. That's probably what I should do. I spend too much time, like, not making stuff. Well, thank you, Hobby. And, yeah, wait a minute. Have people told me to check you out before? Anyway, I appreciate you stopping by. Get some rest and, best of luck with work tomorrow. I should probably do the same, because I actually gotta get up early to start mowing lawns, as much as I'm excited to do that. Yay! Ugh. I'm happy to have a job. I would love to do something different with my life, but I'm just far too nervous. Plus, I have a lot more freedom with my current job too. And I work for family. So I have a lot of dumb reasons why I still stay. Do-do-do. Okay. Ha! Ha! I will admit, I just checked on Rhino's channel. I think that's how you pronounce it. Why are you guys pushing me in other people's streams? Why? He said someone... Hold on. No, he just said a couple people... Some of this one. I don't know why I get all weird whenever, like, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. Sometimes I get weird when, like, channels check out what I do because I don't feel what's the word? I don't feel qualified enough for them to see my content. Does that make sense? I'm just a dude. I don't know. It's a whole mental thing, I think, for myself. And I actually really need this to... Is there no other... I guess not. No, I don't really want that much on my brush. This thing's coated. Mm. Am I getting this where I want it to be? I think so. This one doesn't have to be too much brighter because it's on the shadow side. It's this one that I actually need to keep a little bit brighter. What are you trying to work on now that's causing you to use brain power? Are you trying to paint something and it's not working out? Just brain stuff? Okay. I definitely get the feeling. Sometimes when I'm like working on a project, I can't seem to like figure out how to make it work. Like my brain just can't comprehend how to do it or come up with an idea, and then I will see like someone else do it and I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense. Why didn't I think of that? That's such a simple solution. Some of that is with like painting, I will definitely say. It's like the simplest solution just doesn't appear. Wow, I'm getting tired because I'm like, I know what I want to say. That's it. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about the lighting that each of these pieces are getting and like mentally picturing it. But I'm also constantly like forgetting about it at the same time too, and almost mirroring what I do on one side to the next. It is almost 10:30 and I think I need to get some sleep. I appreciate y'all being here. I'll do my quick little spiel, but I know no one will be here for it. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. It's like 10:30 my time and I need some sleep. If you enjoyed the content, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I try to stream 3 days a week, starting from 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time into about 10 p.m. EST. Sometimes a little bit later, all that stuff. If you have any other hobbies and stuff like that that you are into, such as, well, obviously Warhammer, but cosplay, carpentry, metalworking, any hobby that you are into, I want to see and I do want to learn about it. I have a Discord that people can go and share this stuff at. It is completely free to join. It is in the video and channel descriptions. And yeah, it's just a place you can come and hang out. And yeah, sometimes I share my own stuff in there. But also, if you want to support the channel in a bit more of a physical monetary way, what is my weirdest hobby? What is my weirdest hobby? Fossil collecting? Is that a weird hobby? I'm gonna actually extend that to trinket collecting. I have a weird little knack that I'll see something and I want to collect it. Like, I want to collect this thing and have it and store it somewhere randomly in my office or apartment, and that's where it will stay. And I do that all the time. And in the long run, I want to be like a wizard with all of his little knickknacks and trinkets surrounding him. So that's my weirdest hobby, I'd say, is like trinket collecting. Although I also collect skulls. That's another one I collect as well. I found like 3 deer skulls. I say I found. I found one in my driveway. Turns out it was my neighbor's. I found one the first time I went hunting. I have a 13-point buck skull that I got from the first time I hit a deer with my truck. And that sits above the fireplace mantle. So, but that's not the only other skull. I have like raccoon skulls. I have a turtle skull. I like collecting knickknacks and bones like that. That's what I'd say my weirdest hobby is. I also like picking up hobbies in general. So, yeah. Well, thank you, Eternal. You kind of got me sidetracked there. No, I'm not a serial killer. It's a part of that wizard professor aesthetic. I like the turtle skull I have in a glass container I bought from a supplier. The deer skull I found while walking through the woods while hunting. And I was actually hunting for deer, and I just so happened to find it next to a stream bed. The raccoon skull I found when I was a kid, on a beach and all that stuff. The other deer, which was the first one I hit with my truck, I was actually going to play D&D with some friends, and I left my parents' house kind of late. That was with my... I've actually hit 3 deer in my life, to be fully open here. The first one was a 13-point buck. I remember that very vividly. We went to go find it the next day, and it was literally like 10 feet. It was exactly where I saw it drop, but I thought it walked away. Sadly, like 2/3 of the deer got eaten by coyotes, but we were able to save like 1/3 of it. We got 50 pounds of meat from it, so we estimate the deer was a 250-pound deer. My truck was completely fine. The only thing that got damaged on it is when the deer got sucked underneath the truck, it hooked the back bumper and cut open its leg, we think, and that's what caused it to bleed out. The other time I hit a deer, this one is the full deer's fault. I don't know why I did this. This was the same truck, by the way, too. The deer ran across the road, stopped, saw my truck, turned back around and jumped in front of it and got sucked underneath the truck, and that one was still alive. I had to take that one out personally. Because that was during broad daylight stuff. The third one was actually with my newest vehicle. Again, that same truck, no damage done to the truck whatsoever. I actually got rid of that truck like a year or so later, just because it was getting too old. My current car, I hit one on... It was this past fall. I think I was coming back from like Thanksgiving or something like that. Or like a Friendsgiving I was invited to. And it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why. I was so afraid that I would have to get called to go snow plowing the next day that I drove home at 1:30 and it was an hour drive back home. One sec. I gotta blow my nose. And I went to this spot, and there was a golf course on one side, and the deer was crossing. I saw the deer that, like, it was too late, though, for me to swerve or do anything. And I'm like, I've been through this before. The best course of action is to stay straight. Don't veer off. So the deer hit my passenger side and didn't go over, got sucked underneath again, but it did damage that side that I had to get the vehicle replaced. I did not find the deer afterwards or anything because it was so late at night. I don't think it survived. But yeah, statistically, I'm more apt to hit deer for some odd reason. It's like over 1 in a million to hit a deer with your car. We did napkin math and found that out. Not something I recommend you do at all ever in your life. There is one animal that I will always swerve out of the way for, and that's a moose. Oh, what's up, Gaming Pirate? Sorry, I got on a little tangent because Eternal, while I was doing my little outro, asked about my weirdest hobby, and then it came up that I own 2 deer skulls, but I found 3 in my life and all that stuff. Yeah, moose are huge animals. Actually, where I live, we have the, for like all the subspecies of moose, ours are the smallest. The largest are from Alaska, but then like out in the Midwest is the second largest species. Funny enough, I'm from Maine, and we have the smallest moose out of all the subspecies. All this happened in Maine, Eternal. All these stories. That's funny you mentioned that. I'm a good old Maine boy, that's what I'll say. I've said where I'm from a few times, not like specifically, but my state. I will be a little bit cagey with it here and there. But I love my state. I live right on the Maine-New Hampshire border. And I consider the New Hampshire part of where I live part of Maine. It's not, but I consider it. So. Yeah. Jeez. Thanks for asking about that. I haven't told that story in a while. I've talked about some of the stories and experiences I've had already, so like I don't want to bring them up again. But yeah. I've had some interesting experiences in my life. And I feel like I'm a very boring person. Oh, other random fact. Just about me in general. I've never seen a moose in Maine. The only time I've ever seen a moose in my life, I had to fly out. I flew to Colorado. And that's the only time I've ever seen a moose. I've never seen one in this state. But yeah. Anyway, going back to what I was saying. If you want to support the channel monetarily, I do have a Ko-Fi account if you want to donate to it. You don't have to, though. Because with all that being said, the previous part, not the whole story stuff, I just get on here to be a silly goober and maybe tell my story sometimes. But yeah, with that all being said, I want you to go out there and make something awesome. I know you will. And go have a fun experience. Go have a crazy, like, deer hitting story. Don't actually hit a deer, but have something crazy like that similar. Life is fun. Have fun experiences. Good night, y'all.